Sing in me muse, and through me tell the story of those people skilled in all ways of contending, the Dragonlords, harried by fate and prophecy. Sing of the cities they saw, of the minds they learned of distant peoples, and weathering many bitter nights and days deep in their hearts, while they fought to save their homes and the lives of all Thyleans. Of these adventures, Muse, most sacred of daughters, tell us in our time, lift the great song again. Hello everybody, and welcome back to Oathsworn, Odyssey the Dragonlords here on Neon Lights Roleplay. I, as usual, am Turk, or more typically known in some corners of the far-flung places of this world, Turk Accented. And I have the distinct honor and privilege of being your GM for the evening. We have theoretically a lot to get to today, but we'll see what happens. But before we get to all of that, why don't we go around the proverbial campfire here and around which I have assembled an incredible group of storytellers here to amaze and inspire. And if you could please tell the people who you are, who you're playing tonight, what path they walk, starting, of course, with the kicker-off of things, Comrade Crash.
Hey, I am Comrade Crash. My hero character is Leo Dracos, the human paladin, Oath of the Dragonlord, and he walks the path of the Vanished One. Up next is Chrissy.
Hello. Just kidding, now I'm here. Who knows if I am or not. Okay, alright, good. Yeah, I'm Chrissy Kritz. I'm playing Defera Damas. She's our human warlock. She's walking the path of the Haunted One. Next, Heck.
Yeah, it's me. Hey, everybody, it's me, Sir Heckalot. You know, I'm here. I'm on your screen. And as per usual, I am back with Calliope, who is a Siren College of Epic Poetry bard who walks the path of the Dragon Slayer. Yeah, that's all the things. We don't have a question for today, unfortunately. But on over to HP.
Hello, I am the Last Hit Point Hero, and tonight I will be playing Thrynos, the Siren Sorcerer who walks the path of the Demi-Titan, Tony.
Oh, hi, I'm Tony. I'm playing Eliana Legid, the High of Prophecy Cleric who walks the path of the Gifted One. I'm not back because I never left.
Oh.
I just exist here, probably. Well, let's go to Corn Dog. It's ominous.
That was a lonely 2 weeks.
Oh, bummer.
Wow.
Hey everyone, I'm Corn Dog. I'm playing Vorkil Tallharn, Amazonian Ranger who walks the path of the Last One. Okay, back to you, Turk.
Yeah. So, that all being said, why don't we jump right back into it? As the Ultros sails off into the night, the crew on board, Vorkil's returning from sorting out one final detail on the Island of the Exiles. The end of the 32nd day of the Oath of Peace has reached you all, and now 31 days remain in full. Crew head back out into open seas, giving you all space you seem to need. Though, of course, it's not difficult to interpret the question on everyone's minds, where to next?
Real quick, before we answer that question, can we just do like a quick little scan for any stowaways? I don't know how they would have been able to go on the Ultras because we were decently far away, but considering how many people obviously, for good reason, wanted to get off of the island, can we just do a quick scan?
Sure. I mean, you had posted guards on the docks. There's several high-ranking party members of your group that were back on the ship, but doing a quick top to bottom with the blinking few hours of night available to you, that can confirm that no one else aside from your chosen crew are aboard.
Okay, cool. That'd be a nice surprise later.
Mm.
Surprise and a stowaway. Oh yeah. I think Calliope would be kind of poring over the charts that we do have then. Maybe comparing a little bit to the Antikythera. I guess we don't know too much about the island associated with the Trickster. And I can't believe I didn't think about this for like this entire time we've been on the ocean, but like we're decently close to the mainland right now, right? Are we in the Cerulean Gulf?
Yes, right now
Okay.
you are probably the closest to Thylea you've been in a while. Or Mitros itself as well.
Okay, so like theoretically, like someone on this ship has probably sailed near this constellation at some point, or might know. Outside of Kira, like I don't know how many like seafaring folk we really even like recruited onto this.
So
But, like I feel like we're close enough that like someone might know.
the issue there is less so that you are like what's the word? Like you're close in the Cerulean Gulf. The area you're on is a spot that's been used for, political prisoners. Effectively, just maroon them on a desolate rock and hope to never see them again. But under, let me check something. Oh, yeah, familiar to sailors. Yeah, damn. So yeah, asking about, you'd know that the sailors would warn you that that constellation holds great danger, as it's the home to a dangerous chimera that has been plaguing shipping lanes for some time. So much so that even King Acastus has offered a bounty for its head.
Of course he has. He doesn't do anything himself.
Well, is the king supposed to sail out and die?
This
I
one
don't know
in
if he's
particular,
such,
sure.
like, if he's such an accomplished like general or whatever, like he should be able to just do it himself. But whatever. Listen, we're just a little bit salty about him continuing to take credit for things that we do. That's all it is.
Well, but if there's a reward for something like that, then he has to acknowledge something we did. Be worth doing for that reason alone.
I mean, I was going more for the fact that, he's not going to do it, so someone probably should before more boats full of sailors end up going under, but...
Well, but speaking of that, we also think that we know where there's a rock, and or killed. It was a rock that caused your crew problems.
Right, I think it's a bit further out, though. And I do want to be mindful of time, while also being highly anxious of potentially any of my crewmates surviving. I don't know if they've survived this long, if they've been eaten by said bird.
I mean, you came to these lands how many years ago and were washed up on Themis long enough to train and get familiarity with the language? I'm sure they held out on a perfectly desolate rock with little to no resources.
Come from a hard people, Borkhild. I'm sure there's still a chance.
Yeah, instead of rock with sand, it's just a rock with snow and ice.
Oh.
They'll figure it out.
Well, if that's the case, then closer islands, the better bet. Something to take care of.
Are there
That
any
way?
islands en route to the area of the rock?
That's not something you know offhand. You're going by the stars.
Why don't these stars go in, like, sequential order
Listen,
of any
you want to
kind?
We
invent
do not
GPS
question the
and
stars,
correct-
Borkhild. We
If
do
you
not
wanna-
question the stars.
I'm gonna fight the stars.
These are
if
the
they
stars
don't
we have.
figure it out.
They're like
Stars we have at
they're
home.
like the gods we have. They're here.
If you want to go ahead and create a completely accurate map of the world that no one has been able to get to because of the, Titan of the sea killing everybody,
We don't have one cartographer on our crew list.
well, they're doing
What
their
have we been
best.
doing?
They're
Jumping
doing their
around islands
best.
haphazardly. But if you're asking about going to
I
places
had one
you've
in
never
my
been
crew.
before,
I have
Have you-
one in mind.
yeah. And what happened with your crew?
Everyone's dead. All right, let's keep going.
You killed him off screen.
Killed them before I even got here.
I haven't killed anyone yet.
For character development, though.
Oh, got it.
Ow.
I still would like to go fuck up that bird. It fucked up my boat, and I have a personal vendetta against it.
Very doable.
That'll be good eats.
Oh, giant bird wings. But they taste great, Bulbug lad.
He gets it.
Well,
I
mean-
agree. Go beat up a giant chicken.
Look at all these chickens.
So
Watch, it's like 6 chickens when we get there. Fuck!
sailing to the
Oh, fuck.
under the constellation of the Nymph towards the Eyrie of the Rock.
The Emperino.
How many days is that going to take us out of our journey to all these places?
we only
mean-
have a few islands left anyway. So hopefully it'll
Do you
turn out well.
have? I'll have Kira deliver this next line. Well, as it stands, you have 31 days remaining in order to gather enough power, I guess, to yourselves to feel confident enough to storm not only the Tower of Sidon, also known as Praxis, and then also journey into the Nethersea and defeat Lutheria, both on their home plains, both who have been preparing for a giant conflict for years. Up to you. It's dangerous, but also these will take time. And if the Oath of Peace ends before you get to them, they probably just won't be there. We'll go through all of that and be leading an attack.
What's the distance between the two?
Well, Praxis? It's
Oh, yeah, to the Nether Sea to find Lutheria and Praxis hunt down Sidon.
well, you sailed by the entrance to Praxis, by all counts, when you got past Charybdis.
I want to
And
make sure we leave enough time.
I mean, Sidon's fleet has been out on the eastern side of things for quite a while. So, it'll take time. Manastokos has adjusted the Antikythera and set a course. It's 6 days to the area of the rock.
Yikes.
It is eastward. Well, southeastward, it seems.
And then, where was Praxis? To the east as well?
That's the heading the Dragonlords of the past had.
So do we want to go to the rock to follow the nymph, or and then head straight to Sidon? This is something that we've really not talked about, is when we're going to confront the two.
We've been trying to find any weakness to exploit, anything we could use to our advantage against them on these trips. And we found a few things, information sword and
I mean, to say nothing of the dragons and power that you all gained.
They are baby.
Yeah. Well, and I mean, as far as my list goes, I still have some odd metal to find and a Geigen.
Oh,
Wait.
Go check your pocket because you were drunk when you took it.
Did I get an odd metal?
Yes, specifically from a previous person's character.
I
Wow.
like how that makes me a previous person, so that's fun. Anyway.
Person's previous character.
No,
This is
you're
my
good.
garbage
No,
ass English.
I loved me being a previous person. I'm very interested in that chronology now. I'm anachronistic.
You're now
Anyway.
a post person.
Yeah. I'll deliver
Yeah,
mail.
We fixed it in post.
Anyway. Yeah, feeling around, you do have this chunk of odd metal that starts to shine a little bit in the moonlight. It seems to have kind of almost been cut off of a strange armor. The pattern on it is odd to you, but I don't know, as far as being a weird metal,
Oh.
seems to meet the qualifications. And if they got it on the world turtle, then good chance it probably is not off these lands.
Well, thanks, everybody. Appreciate it. It was an interesting island.
I mean, technically wasn't an island, but you know.
In any case, it was greatly appreciated. So I guess all that's left is for me to find either a Geigen or a Geigen's Eye, and I'm probably as ready as I can be. I don't know about everyone else. Nice to wrap up this list that we've had for a while, I guess.
Mhm.
I've had for a while. But yeah, I mean, to the nymph. Let's see what this big bird's all about. I thought we did go to the spear.
Nope.
What's
You
at
were
the
told
spear?
it was really far away.
Dang it.
Even from here, a quick adjustment will tell you that the spear is a 10-day voyage.
In what direction?
Eastward. It's out and
Oh.
around.
There we go, boys. We got an explain.
So if you go 6 days, it will cut 6 days off the voyage. You'll just have to sail 4
Mhm.
days north.
Yeah.
Abject
Then-
pain.
So we go to the nymph and then we go to the spear.
Exactly.
Makes sense.
And then eventually we go to Praxis. Do we have an idea of like which Titan would be a good idea to fight first?
We've had the most conflict with Sidon. Maybe he'd be the first one to approach.
Especially after dealing with some of his followers on certain islands. But we did also do that with Thylea, so it's hard to make a decision.
Sidon's effect is a lot more physically present, I think we all agree. He is mustering a fleet. Whether that is stopped by his death, dispersal, I don't know. Kind of up in the air. Literally. Wow, look at me go. But either of them would be incredibly dangerous, let to run amok. either of them will be incredibly dangerous to face. That's why we've got the best here.
Better to one at a time rather than fight them together, possibly.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I would definitely look into what our allies can provide.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that'll be part of the messages I think we should send as we're on our way to Praxis.
Oh, Charybdis.
I will say, I feel like, in terms of order, the one thing that we might be able to get an edge on for Sidon is if Thylea tells us a little bit more about how to beat him. I think she might tell us more about him, but he won't tell us more about her.
Not sure why she would even be open to offering that kind of information truthfully. Only because they're siblings.
Yeah.
And
No.
lovers.
I didn't want to say it. It's
Bill Gross.
Gross.
just saying that.
Wait, do the gods fuck their siblings like the Titans fuck their siblings? Or is that...
Have you met my
No.
brother?
Yes.
Oh god, you have. Why did I even ask that? Well, you see, first off, no, that's disgusting and gross. Second off, no, that's disgusting and gross.
Good, good. I was hoping you had similar standards to us. That makes my heart a little bit happier.
Who do you think gave these people their standards? Themselves, frankly, but you know,
Yeah.
we help.
It's like, I think you got here after them, Dick.
Well, no one's keeping track. What are you, a historian all of a sudden?
I've been reading all of your journals.
Keeping journals.
What's this? And Borghild will just pull out some text she found about Eliana
My
and her
decoy
headline.
poem? My decoy poems?
Sure. Eliana, they talk about your hemline.
It's in this book that says VOD channel? That's a weird name for a book.
Yeah, I think it's actually like 5. I don't know what O stands for numerically or D, but you know, something like that. Well,
Well, onward we go.
Captain, will there be any other islands that we'll pass by that we haven't visited on our way to them? Or are we
No
just going to
idea.
explore? Okay, all right.
If
We'll
you have a
stay
map,
ready.
I would love to see a map.
I'm going to spend the next days up here doing the best I can at cartography.
You have cartographers on the boat. They just can't map what they've never been to.
Going to help them should they need it.
Absolutely. But that is the end of the day. I mean, you all probably tired. One of you was stabbed repeatedly.
True.
And so getting some rest, I assume. The next day will shortly dawn. And obviously with 6 full days of sail, the time is entirely yours.
Have all our orders come in?
Pretty sure. Why?
I just wondering what to do
Oh.
for 6 days while I'm stitching the holes that are in me.
Phrasing.
Is that phrasing?
Somewhere.
Only phrasing if someone says phrasing afterwards. Schrodinger's phrasing.
I'm like going through my notes here to see if I kept track of any outgoing orders. Last one, 2 wing boots, dragon scale mail.
Or
I don't-
hypothetical, I don't think we do.
Yeah,
Yeah, I was like, that was the one I remembered.
I don't think
the last
there's
one.
any other existing orders, but if somebody...
Trying to think if there was anything we needed, now would be the time to put it in. This is
should still
kind of
have
the last chance.
the Mithril Forge recipes available there. But yeah, beyond that,
I want to check on my egg.
absolutely. I assume you have it in the egg carrier kind of section.
Yeah.
It's immediately right out in basically in your cabin space anyway. It still sits. Given you have a golden egg, I'm pretty sure that's gonna need like heat. Someone would know better than me in 5e egg hatchery.
I mean, that's what makes sense to me.
But yeah, you kind of the effect of it has kept a good heat on and around it. Obviously, not able to look through it, as this is like almost a strong gold surrounding it. I mean, as you check on it, how's seeing your egg? I mean, is there excitement now that you can join the fellow ranks of your Dragonlords in earnest, or? I mean, you and dragons, not the best history, right?
Not the best, but that's not entirely... I mean, since starting this journey with the group, that has changed over time. We have encountered dragons that, you know, aren't the stereotype that Calliope had come to know or come to experience. Even, you know, in the flashback that we have, we're like, oh, that's very different. Interesting. So yeah, no, there's been more of a spectrum. I think her opinion is becoming more nuanced. There's still mixed emotions about it, though, considering it's like potentially this particular dragon's egg. But we'll see.
Seems to be coming along well, a voice behind you offers.
Seems so.
Does your connection offer you insight as to when it will be hatched?
Not really from what I can tell, but I haven't really asked the others what their experience was.
Perhaps worth a quick ask then, wouldn't you think?
Potentially.
I believe Leo has a particularly strong bond with his dragon, given the ever-growing size of it.
Mm-hmm. He's had the experience.
I assume at some point you turn to look at Chandras, or...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I already knew it was him.
Of course you knew it was him, but for our dear viewer in the camera. Apologies, I must have interrupted a tender moment.
Not particularly. I was actually just considering, since this was a sun dragon, maybe over the couple forward days, exposing it to a little bit of sunlight.
I'm sure it would be very helpful. Frenos had that nest built into the crow's nest.
Mm-hmm.
Might get some benefit there, assuming the weather holds.
Assuming the weather holds.
Do you still see me as your enemy?
Chandras, I don't entirely know how I see you, actually.
Well, if there's anything I could help clear up, I'd be happy to do so.
I don't even know what to ask you to even do that, which is even more perplexing.
I don't intend to be a mystery to you. I apologize. Since my offer of goodwill has been accepted and, well, I've seen you victorious now with the gift that I was able to procure for you. I would hope you'd at the very least be allies of consequence.
That's fair enough. The only thing I think is the problem at the moment is, we have a fated path here as a group, and you're in support of the thing that we are fated to be against, so it's kind of confusing.
The words of your prophecy, do you remember them exactly?
Heck, the player does not.
There is a handout in the thing, but basically, in the end, it's mostly outlining the 3 great tasks that have to be accomplished. That, like, you have to be tested in order to face the Titans. It doesn't say anywhere directly you need to kill them.
I did not pick that up at the beginning of the campaign.
I understand my allegiance to Lutheria causes you all some concern. The ship, unfortunately, is not yet big enough that I might perpetually avoid being within earshot of any conversations you may all deign to have, and I fear that has caused some apprehension to the more acerbic members of your group. But truly, something to continue to consider is that my lady has offered you truce and gifts. Would it not be wise to at least consider the possibility that to face my lady might be a more diplomatic effort?
It is something that's crossed my mind. More so just maybe guessing at the personality of both your lady and Sidon. One of you seems more open to talk about the other than vice versa.
Well, that's just because my lady plays a key role and her brother is a blowhard. So intent on keeping power, he'd do anything he can. And so he blusters about, swinging one way then the next. I won't deny that other forces of Lutheria might yet oppose you. It's the nature of her domain. But a consideration has come to me. Allow me to venture with you when you do face my lady. Allow me to act as your representative and create an opening for your dialogue to begin. Perhaps there may yet be a true oath of peace.
And just hypothetically here, if you were to be brought along for this and be that representative, what would you say?
My lady, forgive me, I've struggled with the words, as they are important to me to get right. But I would tell my lady that you are all people of honor, who hold true to your oaths, who share no love for her brother, and that have shown strength when you have been tested, and courage when there has been fear. Even in the darkest of nightmares thrown against you, you have withstood it. Will she stop testing you? Perhaps not immediately, but acting in her own domain has always been something she wanted, aims for. To be on equal footing with the Five and not seen as an evil betrayer by the settler races. I think that would benefit everyone. No, she could help bridge a divide between those who were here and those who have come here. And may yet very well help create ways to bypass her father's protections, allowing travel to lands afar, perhaps even back to where these folk come from originally.
Would certainly appeal to some members of this group, as you've probably heard. You know, close proximity and all that.
Exactly. Which is why I think it'd be important that I act as a diplomatic liaison. And why I hope you can start to actually trust me and not act like I'm going to stab you every time I get close.
This what you've always wanted to do? Be a representative for you, lady?
You're asking about my intentions before we ran into one another, or?
Oh, we've had an interesting set of run-ins. You know, we all first met in Mitros, where your lady asked for the sacrifice of young people to be able to do something about Sidon's temper tantrum over the entire city. And then the next time we find you is with a bunch of the troops of that very titan.
Yes. As for your notation, sacrifice is a bit of a interesting take to speak of sending dedicated faithful to my lady to be trained in her ways. But I can't deny the situation was tense. I merely spoke on behalf of my lady then, and then was told to act as ambassador and envoy and learn what I could while in the libraries of Praxis. The Order of Sidon is tight-lipped, but knew much of the outside world. Held many prisoners, as I'm sure you're now aware, with our increasing gaggle of powerful people who come from places that are not ours. I apologize, these feel like convenient truths, but they are simply truth.
They're simply truth, but I don't think it's necessarily what I'm asking. Have you always wanted to do this? What brought you to find your lady in the first place?
She welcomed me when I was exiled. For who I was. She helped build me up from the broken thing I used to be, and taught me not to be afraid of dreams and death, but to see them as naturally occurring things. The workings of the mind are complex, and the death of one's soul is tragic, but through my lady I was given guidance and comfort. I simply wish to repay that kindness and to help others as I was helped.
You know, I haven't done a single vibe check yet. Can I just go ahead and do one?
Sure.
I'm like, I don't think he's lying, but you know, maybe you'll find something more with the vibe check. It's like, I don't know. What's the story with this? Oh, that's an 11. That's not very good.
He's hard to read. You know, you're not getting one way or the other. He seems to speak genuinely,
Mm-hmm.
but if that's him being a persuasive speaker or not,
Who knows? I guess the last question that's on the top of my mind, this conversation, is, again, more just hypotheticals. If we were to bring you along as this representative, and we continue to be tested throughout the entire interaction, test goes poorly, your lady stands against us and conflict happens, what are you gonna do?
I don't know. I thought I knew, but that's become complicated. I'm sorry, I'll leave you to discuss your anchoring, but I hope we can speak again. Less confrontationally, perhaps. Good day. And he makes himself scarce.
I imagine
Anyway.
Thurnos has an uneventful 6 days catching up with his mom and playing with a baby dragon.
Sure. Leo, you doing anything?
Appropriate.
No, just I think just still training with or maybe playing fetch with my dragon up on the deck.
Sure. I mean, at this point, with the flight speed, you can just kind of chuck it out into the sea and he'll go and...
Yeah, just getting him trained up because he keeps passing out. That's not a good thing, from what I can tell.
His size is increasing. You'll note he is definitely larger than the other dragons, which of course makes sense given he was, hatched the earliest, but it's becoming an actual large-sized creature very so shortly, it would seem. At one point, he comes back and what have you been throwing?
Apples?
Gosh, he's just gonna drop the stems at your feet at that point. And when he does that and looks, and then raises his head, which is now basically on your eye level. So is Defera my mom now?
Oh, no, no.
Wait, you two
We're
are
still
like
working. What's up? No, go ahead.
no,
knew
you
this
two
day would
were you were they were saying you were together, and so you're not like swearing another oath to her, right? I think you're only allowed to have one of those at a time with the way that it works. At least that's what Pythor's been saying.
Okay. So
When you leave me on the
educating
boat.
you. Hope he's, yeah. But yeah, no, like no oath at this time. I have to figure out how to and other oaths. But, just one day at a time.
But didn't you kiss her? That's what people have been saying.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, and?
Doesn't that mean you're together? Or is it like Pythor, where he just has adult wrestling?
No, this is nothing like Pythor.
Okay, because he wrestles with a lot of people while you all are gone. And he must be really tired. But he's never out of breath when we talk.
Jesus Christ. Interesting. I might have to have a word with him about how to properly babysit.
He knows a lot about dragons, though. He was telling me all these stories of all the old Dragonlords stuff.
Yeah.
Really cool stuff. He's also like super old. Older than you, maybe.
No, yeah, he's definitely older than me.
How old are you?
I am over 500 years old, but it doesn't count. I was, not doing stuff for a long time. I was just chilling.
Okay, because you might be older than Bythor then. He said they only popped up right before the oath happened. So you're older than the gods. You're like really old. You're like super duper old.
Can I do a history check? Because they've been learning. I haven't been learning.
Sure. Yeah, it's generally agreed upon that the gods appeared right before the Oath of Peace occurred. Basically, they popped up to help defend Mitros, and then Dragonlords sailed out. None of them came back, except for, of course, your buddy, the mage, and the Daemon, who came back holding the actual Oath of Peace, and was like, "Hey, they all died, but we got 500 years." So, yeah, I mean, maybe. I don't know. Depends how old the gods were when they were appeared beforehand. I don't know.
Cool. It's just, my memory's a little fuzzy about.
It's because you're so old.
Stop saying that. I'm spry. And then he kind of hops up a little bit.
Does Defira know how old you are?
Yes. And I think they're okay with it.
Gosh, well, maybe you should throw one more apple and then talk to her about it or something, because I feel like you should tell people how old you are so they know it for, your birthday and stuff.
Well, we don't have time for birthdays. We have, less than 30 days.
Oh, time for birthdays? What kind of world are we saving?
Well, yes, when we save it, everyone will have a birthday.
Everyone's gonna have a birthday?
Yes.
Oh, that's gonna be so good.
And you'll get a bunch of apples, and I just chuck one as hard as I can into the ocean.
It goes flying, and yeah. I think we'll leave that scene there, lest your tween get more inquisitive.
Yes.
Yeah. Anyone else doing anything on the first day, or you can jump forward to another day if you'd like?
Hey, Defira, real quick. Do you want to go talk to Oath with me? I think we could kind of like go good cop, bad cop, and try to figure out what the fuck he was doing on the turtle.
Sure. Am I good cop or bad cop? I don't know what a cop is, but you're gonna have to fill me in.
I feel like you're the more intimidating one of the two of us, even with the lack of snakes.
No. Alright. I'll go.
Statistically speaking, you are.
Okay.
If we were
All
to put a number on your intimidation, it would be higher than mine.
By a significant margin. Just in case. So maybe, like, you give him the old, tell us what you know, kid, and then I can try to be nice to him. I don't know. Let's just go try to talk with him. Maybe he'll actually just be forthcoming and super earnest and honest with us and really, like, transparent about everything he's doing.
Yeah, let's fingers crossed for that one.
Yeah, he's known for that.
Yeah. I'll be bad cop.
Okay.
You say guard, probably, if you need another word for cop that's more appropriate for the time frame.
Yeah. We're gonna go with cop. Cops now exist.
I'm gonna go with guard.
Okay.
No, I refuse to have
sure.
a universe where cops exist.
That's fair. Alright, I support
So-
that. Guard works.
Good guard, bad guard.
Yeah, bad guard.
Yeah, going into the workshop where you set up Oath and the wizard formerly known as Enigma. You can, of course, you see him at work, kind of seem to be on some inner components of Alden.
Oh.
Remember
Yeah, my cute little owl.
that you destroyed all the improvements to last time? So, you know.
Thank
Technically,
you.
a dragon destroyed them, but yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Thank you in advance for your help on that.
Oh, yeah, no worries. To be honest, Steros did a good deal of the casting and molding. And stop grumbling about how he should have planted several explosives into it or something. I don't know. Something like that.
Yeah. He's going to try to kill one of us. Or
Maybe.
all of us.
Maybe. Hard to say.
Is it? When he, like, constantly mumbles that he's gonna do that under his breath all the time around us. Anyways, that's not actually why we came down here, as cool as Steros is.
Yeah, I'm good right now. I'm sure Pythor can help you with
No,
what you're looking for, and I'm
no.
pretty sure you have someone you already spoken for. He points at her.
This isn't a sex thing. Not
Okay.
every conversation is a sex thing.
With you, it's
Believe
always
it
a
or not.
toss-up. So I figured I'd just close that conversational bar off right now.
I'm a multifaceted being. Oath.
Still could somehow, you could probably still somehow work that into a sex thing.
I mean, yeah.
Anyway, you have
Defira's
something
here
you want to talk to me
too.
about. Yes,
that's-
good to see you. Decidedly less
Oh, hey.
snakes, that's a decision.
Tell us what you know, or I'm gonna punch you in the mouth.
Is this good guard, bad guard? Are you trying to be the bad guard?
I am.
Why?
That-
Because we want to know what you were doing on Turtle Island.
Just hits him. Too soon?
Just as he starts speaking, I'm gonna cast Prestidigitation, and there's just gonna be small fireworks. Pew, 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 pew.
Impressive. Oh, I wish Eldor could see that. I'm sure he'd be writing notes furiously about your use of similar magics. He has this whole treaty he's working on he won't shut up about. Anyway. Yes, well, first off, not an island. His name was a Pesh. I think we should clear that up. Secondly, I did kind of tell you that's my business, and it was beneficial
Yeah.
to you all, so...
But I really want to know.
Yes, and, well, I'd really like to go home right now with no more faffing about Titans, but...
Yeah, I would like to do that too.
So,
And I would like to be able to help you in that, but I can't help you if I'm completely kept in the dark.
what I'm doing, and what you all seem to need to do, as per some prophecy, which has been validated, I'm told, which is interesting, which is good to know, that still holds true here. Again, Ildor would be thrilled.
Who is that?
The wizard. He did a whole big intro. You weren't here for that. It was the other one. Eliana. Sorry. Yeah,
Oh,
sorry. I forget
okay,
you're
sorry,
all constantly
sorry.
around each other. I think you're all sort of always listening in. That being
No,
said, he has been on
I
the
train
trip.
with Leo. I participate in other physical activities.
Yes, you have
I try
sex.
to
We're very
convince
aware
Kira
that
and
you have
Eliana
sex.
to get together. Right
Okay.
now, we're on a new coupling that we're trying to make happen.
Oh,
But
yeah.
wait, don't tell him. He can't know because that's our secret, and we can keep
Bad
secrets
cop.
too.
Bad guard.
Hey, well, don't call yourself that.
Process of elimination. I already know, but I'm not here to gossip. You were interrogating me. I'm sorry. Let's go back to that. That was much more interesting.
So back to Bad Guard.
Yes, go for it. I'll
Thank
be
you.
working while you do it, though.
I appreciate that. Good work ethic. So who were the people you were talking to, and then you sent them off, and you said, "Hey."
The people I was
You said
talking
more.
to.
Yeah, you
And
were.
I sent
I was
them
a
off.
little bit intoxicated. She tried to panic look at Borghild because they were wasted badly. So
Oh, yeah, we
she's
both
like,
were. The fact that
Yeah.
Borghild even remembers this one thing is like she's pulling on a thread that might just like be absolutely nothing and completely come out, but she's wanting to pull this thread because it's like, the fuck is this guy doing?
yeah. Well, you were by a boat, like a boat area. I was around there. I don't think Leo was there yet, but he showed up later, and I think maybe I puked on his feet right around then, and felt a little bit more sober after that. But before that, I think you were talking to people, and they were getting on a boat, and they were going somewhere, and you said something to them about
Yeah.
something. How do you know that? What did you?
Yeah, how'd you
How?
know those guys with a pesh?
Yeah.
They're
That's-
allies of mine.
Are they
we
part of that
discussed-
weird culty thing that was there?
No. Certainly not. If they were, I don't think I would have talked to them very much. They'd be terrible at conversation.
Oh, because they don't. Do they not just not speak a lot, or?
Sure.
Okay.
I mean,
So-
did they talk to you?
There are chunks of that evening that are very gray.
Sorry, would it be more helpful if I told you all what you did while you were heavily intoxicated on the back of a world-traveling turtle?
No, I think we were just asking you.
Are you
For
sure?
the most.
Apparently, the existence of margaritas was world-spinning for you all.
That
As if
is
alcohol
true.
had never existed.
Not
I
like
like
that.
that.
Sugar, when it hits you all, it will be crack.
So, who are your allies? How can we be helpful to you? Wait, I'm the bad guard.
Yes, there you go. You threatened me.
More prestidigitation, fireworks, pew pew pew. Fucking tell us what we want to know, man.
Tell you what. We're heading to where, points at Borghild, your boat was like, or the source of where your boat was likely attacked, correct?
Yep.
Great. Stay on that heading.
Do you want to come out with us more often, or do you like staying on the boat?
Oh,
Because you kind of like, we're like, oh, it's my first time off, blah, blah, blah. And I realized that we hadn't asked you before, and that's kind of our bad. But do you like want to leave the boat?
I'd
more
love
often?
permission to occasionally be out
Well,
and
you can
about.
do whatever you want.
Fantastic. I'll hold you to that.
Well,
What?
Oh,
Yeah,
what? Here
bad-
comes Bad Guard.
yeah, so, like, Borghild,
Maybe
just
a bad-
FYI, I think the agreement was that he'd come along if he, like, didn't leave. You might have to check with other folks, because I might be remembering it incorrectly, but I think we kind of sequestered a group of people to this boat. So you might have to ask some folks, but you know what would help your case?
Not
If you
being
told
a
us-
weird blue tiefling.
Well, yeah, but also if you told us what you were up to and who you were talking to and who your friends are, that would help your case. And we could, probably not me so much, suggest that you come along, or maybe we bring you along this next time and see how things go. And if it goes well, then you tell right? Like, all of it. Like, who are all your friends?
I'm not very much good in combat, you understand. I'm not here to be a battle-side ally. But, given leave to get off the ship when it's called to dock, I think that would advance my aims, which are, of course, again, need I remind you, to aid you in yours quite a bit.
Can I vibe check this?
Sure.
But how?
No. Like, when he's like, I'm here to aid you quite a bit. I'm like, is there more that he's like, that he's not letting on? Like, is he earnestly trying to do good and wonders on our behalf or for us? That's what I'm trying to vibe. Well, that's a natural 2, so 15.
With the 15, he holds an incredible poker face. Reading this guy is like trying to see a far-off sign and when it's upside down, you know? It's just not going to happen until you inevitably crash into whatever he needs. All you need to know is that my goals and your goals are at this moment very tightly aligned. I intend to do nothing that puts you and your crew in any harm. In fact, if all works out, I think by the end of all this, you might personally be thanking me for your escape from here. Is that satisfactory to the interrogation squad, or?
I mean, no, because you didn't tell us, like, who your friends were, what you were doing on the turtle, the Pesh, or anything like
my
that.
job to keep you on your toes and keep you suspicious of strange and foreign people. At the very least, in this context, anyone who gets through the wall probably has some other agenda. Usually getting out. Am I right, Borghild?
Yep.
And if you were given an offer to, say, turn against your crew in exchange for being given a direct way to get home, would you take that up? Oh, pause is really all I need. And he looks at DeFera. Don't worry, I'm sure she'd eventually come around to saying no, but I need to flip one few tiny switches that require a great deal of effort to synchronize. So if I could have a bit of silence and no bad guard interactions for a few minutes, I could return your sweet, sweet baby Alton to you in the exact state he was left in before meeting the foot of a large dragon.
Yeah.
I could suggest against doing that for him in the future. Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, I'll try my best. We'll probably be seeing each other again. And she's just gonna walk out.
DeFera's staying, and she's just being silent, watching him work.
Yeah. He'll kind of look at you, look at the door, see you're not leaving. All right. And then you kind of hear him wind up several springs. He seems to hold several tools in between knuckles, and then pulling them all out at once. A small little, almost sounds to us players, would be a kind of thrust or boost ignition starts up, and Alden spins the head around and comes back to life. Right, you. Off you go. Go not die somewhere. Go poop in your mom's mouth or something, I hear. That's a feature that was incredibly important to maintain.
So what are you going to do next?
Oh, I don't know. Told I have 5 more days voyage. Maybe get a bit of sun. Invent a lounging chair. Invent's a generous term. I'm sure it exists somewhere here on these lands. Do you want one?
A lounge chair?
It's like a chair, but you kind of somewhere between a chair and a couch. It's good for back support, I suppose.
Sure.
Right. Well, there you go. That's what I'll do next. In the meantime, go and kill a rock and let me explore the island a little bit while y'all are, I'm sure, collecting treasure and saving things.
Oh, no, I'm going to watch you make the chairs.
Really?
I'm interested in chair making now.
Is this also a byproduct of your new divine bond, or...
Oh, I mean, she might like chairs. She's never told me she didn't like chairs. Mostly feels like a handy skill to know.
Alright, there you go. Follow me then. Off to procure things from the carpenter and lie about it, so back me up. Actually, best if you just nod when I say things I'm pointing to.
Alright. So not a bad guard, then.
No.
Check.
Useful assistant. Curious onlooker.
Apprentice.
Ooh.
I like it.
No.
Let's go. And
No.
she'll start walking to wherever the ward is.
Definitely not an apprentice then. Anyway. That night. Anyone doing anything? Alright, well. Next day rises. Seems just as listless as the first. And I think there's where we're going to take our first break of the evening. So thank you all so much for joining us thus far. Our travels will continue. And we'll get right back into it. But first, we're going to go handle some liquids. I suggest you do the same. So, yeah, hopefully we hear all about how y'all are having a good time in chat. And see you soon. Anyway, Michelle, if you please take us a break. Welcome back, everybody. I hope you handled your liquids well. If not, well, there's always next time. We left off on our second grand day of sail. The ship continues to be abuzz with light activity. When the winds provide, the sails are full, and when you enter rougher waters, as you begin making your way out of the Cerulean Gulf, then people head to their oars. Cutting through, and the magic of Highwind still holding, you are able to make greater progress than you more naturally would. But beyond that, the time is still yours.
I'm gonna sun my egg.
Absolutely. Making your way up into the crow's nest, you can get the egg plenty of direct sunlight there, holding it aloft and up high. I mean,
Lion King.
yeah, just perpetual Lion King.
Yeah.
Yeah, why is there Swahili? Anyway, anyone else? All right. In that case, that night, there is a brief sound of alarm before it is dismissed. Which, you know, of course, you all can just go back to sleep, given that the all clear was given.
I still want to check it just in case. Yeah.
Okay, if you're sure. Making your way up onto the top deck, you look over the side of the boat as forms, massive in comparison to yourselves, crest out of the water and kind of hover on the surface before submerging yet again. One of the sailors, we thought it might be an attack of some sort, but they appear to be doing us no harm. There is an entire school of these monstrous creatures.
School?
Or a pod, perhaps. See what I have to deal with, chat.
Yeah. I
actually
don't know
remember
why
the-
you continue to.
It's my secret. Anyway. The pod of creatures, of now you're realizing whales, continue to just surround the Ultros. The moon providing clear view of the group. They don't seem to be doing any harm, just sort of moving along with you, much like those dolphins of the past did. Their movement is much more nonchalant and relaxed than those hyperactive fuckers.
I'm just gonna watch them. Just pop a squat and hang out watching all these whales.
I'm gonna fly with them.
Absolutely. They don't seem to take much mind to you, not adjusting their course once you kind of harmlessly float over it, but one nearly spritzes you from its blowhole, probably accidentally, maybe intentionally. Hard to tell. Whales are enigmatic like that. Anyone else do anything? They continue with the ship for a bit, but as the night drags on, they eventually submerge down deep below and do not resurface near you all. Movement, as best as anyone with dark vision can tell, breaking off in a different direction than you. And the night is once again calm. That's the end of the second day. Third day rises. Somewhat foggier morning. Beyond that, activity remains the same. More lookouts are appointed around to warn of any incoming reefs, though it seems progress is still holding steady. Anyone doing anything today?
Are the lounge chairs done?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, okay. Well, DeFer will be laying in a lounge chair.
You and Oath can both lounge next to each other. He has kind of brought out these spectacles with a darker shade in front of his eyes, and not exactly the best day for these. Of course, as soon as I'm done with him, the sun decides to hide away. Don't you suppose you can... He's fine. I'm fine.
Are you
The character
okay?
wasn't choking. That was me. Anyway,
Okay.
don't suppose you get Calliope to use her magic to make the weather better?
Feels like an abuse of power.
Oh, come on. We're legendary heroes. It's a
I
little
mean-
abuse of power to make the weather nice.
Listen, I once tried to get this group to kill a young girl on behalf so that we could be stronger, and they all told me no. So I feel like maybe you should ask Calliope to change the weather for you.
I'm sorry. Are you telling me that changing local meteorological events in a very defined perimeter is equivalent to murdering someone and offering them up as a snack to some evil hags?
I mean, abuses of power, you know?
Abuses of power. Magic flows through your world. What's the point if you don't use it?
I mean, I don't disagree with you. I was pro-killing.
That's
Well,
do
okay,
not.
I should say this differently. I was pro self-sacrificing. That's how I should say that, I think.
Self-sacrificing, the self being someone else.
Yeah.
So,
By the end of it, she had agreed.
oh, thank goodness.
Yeah.
Your persuasive talents got someone to want to sacrifice themselves to be eaten.
Well, she got better. It's fine.
Ah, yes. She got better, so it's all fine. We love to hear that.
Mhm.
I just want to check. This is the heroic ship, right?
Not all the time. For this guy. For mostly everyone else, yes. I would say that is very great assumption.
I can work with that. Well, I'll be here. If the weather improves, I'll thank you.
Oh no, I'm gonna be here too. And she's
Well, then I won't
Gonna-
thank you.
drag the chair across and just get a little bit closer. I'm just trying to be your friend, man. So. And
You
she's gonna
came
put out a
in-
fist to fist bump.
Enthusiastically fireworked at me to attempt to intimidate me. Unsuccessful as you were, that does put a bit of a damper on the relationship, don't you think?
Oh, sure. I mean, yeah. But here we are, making it work. And she'll just fist bump herself if he just leaves her hanging.
Mm-hmm.
It's usually, you just kind of do that back, but that's fine. We'll get there.
Of course.
You'll like me maybe one day.
I'm sorry. Don't misunderstand my lack of telling you everything I know about myself as me not enjoying any of your company. You know people can be friends and not spill their entire guts out to somebody, right?
No, actually, I don't. know that. I'm sure that happens. But
Are you sure? Because by all accounting, it took you forever to muster up the courage to tell Leo you cared about him. If you're so forthright with your relationships, I assume that would have already kicked off a while ago.
yeah, I mean, that felt a little different. Mostly just because, like,
You kept puking in his helmet?
well, yeah, there's that. But also, I'm pretty convinced that I think his ex would kill us all if we talk about it too much. I'm not sure, though. But to be fair, there are a lot of conversations that need to be had. But we're here.
I'm sorry, you need to have a lot of conversations with Leo in order to make you happy, and you're talking to me, trying to be friends with me.
Mm-hmm.
There's putting the cart before the horse. And then there's this astral projection level thought here. Well and truly, you're developing spells before you've got fire going. Like, I'm not one to prod at plans, especially when I find them amusing, but you might want to reconsider your process here.
Yeah, maybe. You must be good at everything. So I'm just gonna list all your advice now. I assume.
Oh, you sure? Well, I have great advice.
Sure.
I have
Yeah.
fantastic. Are you ready? I have wisdom to
listening.
bestow upon you.
So much
Go
wisdom.
and talk to Leo about your problems now before you all nearly die. Perhaps relationships should be built on more things than rush of the moment highs of we didn't die.
Keep talking. Keep going.
That's really it.
Oh, no. I mean, about everything else. Like I said, I know you've got it all sorted, so I'm just interested in everything that you have sorted about all of us. I'm just really interested in your perspective.
I'm going to close my eyes now.
Oh,
And
okay,
that's usually
cool.
where the conversation stops.
Oh, well,
But I thought I'd let you
not
know because I have the shades on.
particularly.
I'm going to close my eyes. My eyes are closed.
That's fine.
Conversation on my end is over.
Oh, okay, cool. I'll keep talking. And she just
course you
keeps
will.
talking.
Okay. Anyone else doing anything other than apparently annoying Oath?
Leo, do you want to maybe train together today?
Yeah, I'd be down for that.
Gotta beef you up for the impending fights. But you
That's
did land a
pretty
lot of
better.
good hits that last time, so that was
Yeah.
pretty fucking sick. I think probably like 20 minutes into them training, it would very much be a... So, what's going on with you and DeFera?
What do you mean?
Well, when we were back at the Hags, the home of the Fates, that cool place that definitely didn't suck at all. You first kind of like wanted to walk away from her, and then I didn't let you, which I would apologize for if I was actually sorry about it. I'm not. I thought you guys needed to have that because she needed you, even if you didn't know that she needed you, because you both are like chef's kiss at like talking about your feelings with each other. So like, I was just wanted to suss it out, see what you've got going on. Also, DeFera's my girl, so I want to make sure that you're approaching this with earnest intent.
Oh, of course. I'm not. This is no nefarious. Yeah, I do care about them. And we're just taking it slow.
How slow do you want to go when the world ends in 30 days?
That's why we're training, so it doesn't end.
You know what? Fair. Is it because of the hammocks? Hammocks make it kind of hard to talk to anyone. Because you kind of have to talk to everyone to talk to.
That is true. But no, like if we ever need to chat, like I think there are places where you can just go and be alone for a little bit.
Unless Chandris is nearby, in which case there's nowhere you can go. I think he just listens to everything. Chandris? Is that his name? Am I saying that wrong?
Chandris.
Chandris, there we go. Chandris is... Okay, well, I just want to make sure that you're both good. She's not particularly forthcoming, and you're not particularly forthcoming, but I think we could check in.
I'm an open book. You can ask me anything.
Okay, so you're like 500 years old, but does it feel
Okay.
like 500 years, or like not that long?
Were you talking to me, dragon? No. Like, I'm spry, and he does this little jump again, showing that he doesn't have weak knees or anything.
Right, like I can see that you are physically not what it looks like to be 500 years old, but I don't know, are you like some special person that gets to like live forever? Are you immortal?
No. So there was this person who took me into their care. Unfortunately, I didn't realize that I would be with them for a very long time. Yeah, like, I don't think I've ever like talked to this topic with you, like after we kind of left the mainland. So yeah, like I think he kind of just talks about Versi and stuff, the Oracle. I kind of
Yeah, I heard that you guys gave her like oaths, and she gave you a prophecy and stuff like that.
Yes, yeah, we were destined to be the chosen ones, and
Does she have to
She let
see
me
you
go.
to choose you?
Hmm?
Could someone who's never met her, someone who's never been to even the mainland or anything like that, would they necessarily like fall under her chosen?
Oh, I don't know, but she does have a charm about her.
Is she hot?
I don't see people that way, but
Just kidding. There are cops now because that's a cop-out answer.
I know, it's
Only
like,
in
that's
that
a safe answer.
Only in that. No, I'm joking. It's a,
no, but yeah, no, like just a second ago they were talking about how everyone can hear, and so he kind of does hesitate and just says that. But yeah, no, like, and then unfortunately, we ended on very bad terms. So,
Why? Did you like kill her family members or something?
I killed her heart, I guess.
You killed her heart?
I don't know. I was trying to be poetic.
I mean, Leo, you seem like really great and all, but like, killed her heart? Like, are you the main character in one of Kira's books? I mean, actually, never mind. You are, technically speaking. But like, romance novel, what that sounds like.
I know. That's what I thought so too. I thought we would be friends and everything would be okay when I was like, hey, I'm just not that into you. But they weren't happy with that answer.
Yeah, been there. It's never easy dumping someone, especially when they like you way more than you're like even aware of it.
Yeah.
That's right.
But no, like, I just knew for a long time that we weren't right for each other.
Did you like prolong it though? You say you knew for a long time. Like, did you prolong it? Did she prolong it? Why did it go for so long if you knew that you didn't want it?
Oh, well, I didn't. It's weird. Like, after I was not with her, I started to feel all these feelings of doubt and stuff.
Did she like possess you or charm you? Were you charmed? In not like a sexy way, but like in a way.
You know, who knows? But
Like an important thing to get an answer on. How do you stay so positive, Leo? Because that's kind of fucked up. That you might have been charmed for like 100 some odd years.
it's okay. I gotta, hang out and work out, and then just be alone. Well, with them, So I wasn't alone, actually.
But you were lonely.
I was.
Oh man. Borghild will run over and give you just a quick hug. Sorry. That just is a bummer.
It's okay. And that's, I think, where my positivity stems from. Just, now I have friends. I don't know where this adventure will take me, but I want to be around for as long as possible.
Hell yeah.
I think he kind of looks off to the sea and doesn't say some other stuff. And then just like, are you ready? And then lunges at you.
Ah, shit! Go back to training.
So yeah, the day goes forward, night passes. Yeah, does anyone else anything going on? And then next day after that, then I might give Tony a chance to come back. But as that final night before settles in, assumedly during this next day, you'll be heading towards the area of the rock, towards some answers, revelations, perhaps reunions. Anyone doing anything in particular?
At some point during the day, I'm going to sneakily leave behind a whittled little eagle in the same spot that Pythor typically sits in. So I'm not talking to him, but I'm leaving behind a little eagle there when he's not nearby, and then just continuing on with my day.
Why aren't you talking to him again?
Because he sacrificed himself to Hexia, and that wasn't really great. It was incredibly nerve-wracking.
Right, okay.
I know he did it for noble reasons, but I'm still upset that he didn't think about me needing him alive.
That's pretty in line with this group. The gods have lightly inconvenienced me, and despite my recognizing of their noble intentions and the overall good of the situation they've done, I will be angry at them.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, yeah, it's kind of the byline of this entire group. Anyway,
we'll see if I can make it one more night without him, but we're gonna try.
Yeah, I'm sure. Anyway.
Drag spell.
Anyone else doing anything on the last day of voyaging before the final 6th day of your journey?
Yes.
What's going on,
my
Elliot?
So I'm actually going to specifically look for Pythor.
Yeah, he'll be about on the top deck, probably just hanging out, relaxing, talking with a few sailors every once in a while, but kind of just chilling. Still pretty cloudy or foggy, I guess. So he's mostly illuminated by candlelight or lamp, I guess, not candle.
Say, ooh, this competition. Pythor, can I talk with you for a moment?
Sure. I don't see why not. I'm just taking a bit of the sea breeze.
Kind of looking to the other people that are there, the sailors. It's a bit private.
They catch your meaning and all make themselves scarce, busying with chores as far away from the two of you as possible.
There's a topic that's been on my mind recently that you're one of the few people I can ask about.
Dude. All right. Leaving that one quite open.
Can I ask you what it's like to, knowing you're immortal, is it helpful? Knowing you don't really, truly age? That you get to go on while others around you don't?
I mean, honestly, it's hard. Nearly 500 years, suppose. We're coming up on the anniversary, but so many years of watching the people you care about grow older and pass on. I mean, those who weren't stolen by Texia, but I don't know if it makes it better, but I try not to think about that.
How do you deal with it?
Well, I'm probably not the best person to talk to about this with, given my, I kind of looks up towards the crow's nest a little bit, and that's sort of where Jonas' mom has been lately, and even though that has never been, he never actually was with Estrella, he kind of does that as an example. My relationships are a bit more spur of the moment, I guess. I feel them. I am not ever really using anybody. More often than not, they're using me, it seems, but I guess I try to enjoy it while we can.
having a hard time coming to terms with the idea.
There. You remember back in Astoria, the temple there was a priest. What was their name? Oh, not a bad-looking fellow, but Aesop, keeper of the Dragon Shrine. Sort of worshipped Balmitra, or at least kept the horn. They'd been around for a while. As I understand it, they were quite well connected with one of the Dragonlords. Children, the whole thing. I've spoken with them plenty of times, mostly drunk, but I've talked with them about their beloved. And that family, frankly, that family is a bit rotten, all things considered. The honor of that Dragonlords waned. There's some pompous rich ass in Mitros now, loving coin more than justice, and well, I hesitate to think what the Dragonlord who Aesop loved so much would think. But they never bemoan the loss. The family has moved on, they don't contact, they have no knowledge of them, likely, but they still hold the love, because it was real when it was real. And they'll probably live to see the end of that family line. Still probably loving that Dragonlord. I'll say, with your passive insight, it's clear he's kind of holding a bit back there. But, I don't know.
Oh.
No, sorry, go for it.
How have you moved on?
Poorly, if you ask any of these. But still love them. Any child that comes claiming to be of my lineage, usually reminds me of the people I've seen and known and loved, and even if it's years down the line, I think even in my darkest pits I've tried to take care of them. It's... Why are you asking?
I've been dealing with something for a while, and I've never really looked into it. Never tried to get past it. Never thought about moving forward. and I needed insight from someone who could have the perception that would match my own. I'm young for my kind. I'm only 104, and still this has gnawed at me for years. Because when we were on Thylea's island, you spoke with me. And you made a specific point almost exceptionally clear that I still question with your sister.
I'm assuming Kira, not Valis.
Yes. Kira, not Valis.
What are you concerned about there? I mean, she clearly cares for you a great deal.
But is it it's not a good way to phrase it, but she clearly talked with you about it. Is she, well, I guess, does she have some form of emotional attachment?
Oh. Oh, I told her this would happen.
That I would ask you
Well,
about it?
No, that she said me being blunt as a boulder never would make me any long-lasting relationships, and I said that her being sly and clever and flirty would get people all confused. I was right for at least once. Right about that Kraken, anyway. Need to build the other statue again. Anyway, look. Did she tell you the story about the foot race? It was way back in like episode 3. Of
Girl, I don't. If it wasn't 3 days ago, but gone, gone.
Kira, when you first, along your first earliest journeys, mentioned offhandedly, I think, also probably just to get the group all ice broken or something with fun facts, mentioned that she had sworn to never wed anyone who couldn't beat her in a foot race.
Oh. I think she said something about a foot race before.
Yeah.
It's been
Her weird foot race rule helps when you run like the wind and gets all the suitors off your path. I guess my point with that is she's not really been with anyone or felt like that for a while. Her previous experiences being something she should probably tell you about, not me. Not that she probably will, but she should. At least that's my advice, and I was clearly right amongst the two of us. That wasn't your question. Kira likes you quite a lot. Don't tell anyone else, but probably more so than the others. Quite a bit more so. I don't think she's playing games with you. I don't think she's just doing this to rattle you. She is, then she's tricking me, and she agreed not to do that for a few years.
Well, I appreciate the answers, and I have some things to think about.
I'm just glad it made sense.
Were you afraid you weren't?
Constantly afraid I'm just blabbering.
Well, remember, you're not like you were in Astoria.
I understand you were one of my people for quite a while.
Them.
He reaches out, puts a hand on your shoulder. Means a lot. I hope. Hell, I gave up the throne, so pressure's really off. But I hope I can still work at being worthy of prayers. He comes in and he just brings you in for a big hug.
I am not mortal.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. Jeez, you think I'd figure it out? Anyway, you have said you had some thinking to do, and I should probably get this darn fog out of my eyes. So much sea mist. I'll make myself scarce.
No, I'll make myself scarce.
Aye.
See what Cassius is up to anyway.
Adventurous scamp. Good soul in that one.
Less predictable than I thought they'd be.
They always are. They'll come into their own.
And I leave.
And unless there's anything else, I think there is where we'll end the night, not the session. I knew you were all thinking it.
Wait a minute. It's so early.
Wait.
Yeah.
I'm not ready for that.
The next morning greets you with the slow burn, and by slow burn, I mean very slow burn of the fog. It seems to be quietly coming out as the sun begins to increasingly cut through. Within half a day's sail, you should be within sight of the Eyrie of the Rock. The tension on the ship has been heightened, due not only to the clear and present danger that a rock would, pose to a ship even of this size and its crew members, but also the weather conditions make it a bit perilous. It is 25 days remain in the Oath of Peace. What's everyone up to? Are you getting yourselves ready? Are you below deck, or...
I think I'd be topside, trying to keep an eye out and an ear out, especially because it's hard to see, so trying to listen into what sounds we can hear beyond the oars and stuff kind of churning through the water. Because I remembered a big bird attack. Now I'm just kind of waiting to hear for the pounding of wings, a nice little caw or something of that nature. Trying to avoid getting eaten by a chicken for a second. Or at least my shipping crew.
Okay. Anyone else, or is it just Borghild?
No, I think I'm up, getting ready.
Yep, eyes on the sky.
Okay.
I'm looking through my spells.
So, those of you who are keeping an eye or an ear out, can you please make me a perception check?
Oh, it's gotta be one of those nights, isn't it? Unfortunate.
Natural 20.
Hey, there you go.
6.
So unfortunately a 6 won't do it, but
Nope.
Anyone else who is making those perception checks, it's not difficult, even with the cloud cover being as it is, to watch a shape briefly block out the sun. And listen intently. Leo, I can say you hear a woof of wings in one direction and then woof, another. It seems to follow it, or at the very least, come from the same spot twice.
Alright, guys. You're gonna have to be ready. I'm worried there's more than one.
Gonna move y'all over onto the battle map so you might arrange yourselves. And if there's anyone else you'd like to be up on the deck, please let me know.
Yeah, it looks like the squad.
Oh, I didn't have Nakia up on deck. Let me move them to token. There you go.
Does our wizard companion want to be on deck?
Oh no, it's very dangerous.
Okay. He's just an old man, I guess.
He's not that kind of wizard. He's like an abjuration wizard or something.
No, he's a nerd, like enchantment wizard. He's like,
Ah, okay.
Those could all still be helpful, you guys.
Yeah, but in different ways.
Tefera is topside also, just an FYI.
I figured everyone is up there. I have them on the map, so. All right, y'all and
Can
your
somebody
friends.
ping where Tefera
Yeah, I was like, I don't see her.
Oh, isn't the Pharaoh on them? Okay.
No.
Guy,
Oh,
maybe I missed it, but I might
No,
be
you-
missing
you-
it.
no,
so if
you're
somebody
right, Christy,
pings
I
it
don't
for
see her
me, 'cause
either.
I'm blind.
Yeah,
No, I was scrolling up and down, I'm like,
oh,
where
and I was
is
like,
she?
she's
There you
not
go.
there.
Okay. Oh, we're gonna have to update her token.
we're gonna have to update the token. I just saw the same thing. Yeah. You want all your
That's okay.
juicy companions in the middle?
gotta say it like that.
I think we should actually have some of them, like, on the thingies. What are these called again?
The ballista.
I don't know. Yeah,
Yeah,
how well can
ballista.
full on operate it? Like with like it can. I don't know. With having a horse body, it doesn't seem very comfortable, but
Yeah, but he's got big yoked arms.
he does.
Yoked. I'm pretty sure that Full Bug and Full On are better off on ballista duty than
Okay.
waiting to swing when they're close enough.
I mean, I've just been using the longbow for the most part.
Yeah, Full-on's got a pretty good longbow. Anyway,
This is good. This is fine.
because somebody had to go and roll a natural 20, and everyone else had to also really do very well on their perception checks except for Calliope. Just fine.
It's color out.
I don't see shit.
Why don't you all go ahead and roll initiative as you see a large shape beginning to create a force, breaking a ripple across the waves and the fog towards you all. As I cut this, and then
I did mine too soon, and I don't want to re-roll it because it was a good roll.
just re-roll it, and then
change it.
Then change it to the initial
How do
roll.
things work?
You click on your token. It's still
Oh, it's because I was clicked on Alden. Here we go.
silly goose. So click on
It's
your
still not doing it. Yeah.
Yeah, now you're on there. It did it correctly this time because that's now you clicked on yourself. All right, setting you on 21.
It's 24.
Nah,
It is.
I know.
That was my first roll.
It's not gonna make much of a difference. I
Damn it.
promise. Okay. Let me put this in descending order. Has everyone got their friends and the companions?
Oh shit, I gotta do that.
That's what I figured. But I'll tell you what. Orkild, you can start us off because... Let me hit the music. Where is it? There it is. You see a giant bird sweeping towards the deck. And it looks a little something like this.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I'm so grateful I'm here.
I want to be angry at you, but I can't. God damn it!
Okay. Sweet baby Alden is gonna fly up. So good. And they are going to... Okay, because they can go real far. But they're just gonna fly up to emit a piercing screech. And I need a DC 12 Constitution saving throw.
It's got a 60-foot reach.
It doesn't say what the reach is, just that I emit an ear-splitting cry directed at one creature of your choice.
Well, that seems like an oversight to not specify range.
If it makes a difference... Let's see how far away.
There we go. 60 feet.
Oh, perfect. You're within 55 feet.
Yeah. At one creature of its choice. That's... Okay, cool. Con saving throw coming in.
It says, like, that can hear you or something.
It doesn't even say that, yeah. I found another thing to... Anyway, con save coming in. 19.
That saves.
Yeah.
So nothing happens. Crap. Okay, cool. I'm gonna run up to here. I can get 50 feet. Okay. Beauteous. I'm gonna hook my lovely little discuses. How
21,
fucking dare you?
21 hits, a 14 doesn't.
For 8 piercing damage.
Okay.
Mother trucker, I should have bonus actioned. Hunters marked them, so I'll do that now.
Alright, you're gonna Hunter's Mark this one.
Yeah, the one that I can see.
Okay.
So that way I can also know where it is should it fly into fog cover and other places.
Fantastic. Threnos.
Is going to lean out from behind whatever boxes he's hiding behind. See the massive rock, and a silvery feather is going to appear over the rock's head and drill itself into its brain. I need an intelligence saving throw.
How does that have to be a certain level of intelligence for us to affect them?
Does not.
All right, then here comes an intelligence saving throw. 14.
14 fails.
That was really good. That was
7 psychic damage, and the rock will subtract 1d4 from the next saving throw it makes before the end of my next turn.
okay.
Then I'm gonna quicken a spell. That takes 2 sorcery points. And with my quicken spell, I will use a bonus action instead of an action to cast Tasha's Mind Whip. So that little silvery feather is going to multiply into an entire crown of feathers and whip itself at the rock. I need another intelligence saving throw.
And this one doesn't require intelligence at all either, yeah?
It does not.
Okay. I ask because they're very dumb. That's a 5.
5 also fails. That is 9 more psychic damage. And the rock must choose on its next turn whether it gets a move, an action, or a bonus action.
Cool.
And then I will run to the other side of the boat. That's it.
Sounds good. Defira, you're up.
Okay. Really quickly, what time is it? Did we just wake up?
It's not early morning, but I'd say it's before noon.
But we did just complete a long rest.
Oh, like
Yeah.
3 of them. We're good.
Of course, yeah. 5 of them at least.
Okay.
Yeah, 5.
Check.
We're on day 6.
Okay, well, then I'm going to, and if you want, but I'm going to use this, and I'm going to give myself some temporary HP, and I'm going to look around, over here at my friends. I think I don't know who that is with me. It's the Captain Steros.
Stokos.
Who is that? Bulbug?
Captain Manastokos.
Yeah, I don't want to fuck it up and say it wrong. And then Steros and Bulbug. So that's 3. And then Threnos and Borkild. And I'll give you guys 9 temporary hit points. And if you want that to be my action, that's fine. It doesn't say it's an action, actually,
No.
because it says no action, but we are in combat, so it's
Alright,
fine.
I will
can understand.
say that Captain Manastokos is a ghost. And therefore really doesn't have a corporeal form. He's really more of a manifestation of the psyche of the Ultros. So
Okay,
giving him hit
well-
points is giving kind of the Ultros hit points, which I don't think it needs, but, up to you.
Oh, okay.
I will throw it in the
Alright.
pile of its 1,000 hit points.
I mean, I don't know if I guess I probably can see Eliana then. But I'm assuming that this ship is really big, and I don't want to just haphazardly toss them around, but I will, if I can see Eliana within eyesight.
I assume you could have done this when everyone was waking up. So,
If that's the case, then huzzah!
cool. Anything else you're doing with your turn?
Yeah, if that's not my action.
It's not your
And
action
yes.
at all. Go for it.
Hell yeah. She's going to yell to Borghild. Is that it? Does it look familiar to you? Is that the one?
Fucking no, I was drowning!
Alright, She's gonna cast Firebolt.
Sure. You got the range for 120 feet. Damn.
How's the range?
And I do have that too.
13,
I don't.
unfortunately, will not connect.
No.
That's fair. This tracks for Defera very well.
Anyway, it's the rock's turn. Can you smell? Anyway, it's gonna use its turn to. Excuse me. Move and land right in the middle of y'all.
Yo, I could pick something up.
Since it can't do anything else because of some mind fogginess, which I assume ends at the end of its turn. It'll end its turn there. Which then, of course, as we all know, makes it the second rock's turn. Who will then fly and attempt to attack Thrynos.
Of course.
What's up?
I thought the natural 20 perception would have found if there were two rocks.
I did tell you. I gave you context clues.
Okay.
I don't know. I tried to layer it.
Oh.
28 to hit on the first one.
Sure.
That's convenient. 28 piercing.
Okay, there goes my temporary hit points.
Is it 21 to hit?
Left. Yeah, that'll hit too.
That's going to be for 19 additional, and you are now going to be grappled.
Also bloodied.
And bloodied and restrained.
Mm-hmm.
So I think what we're gonna do. Let's see, how much more feet do we have? We'll just call it a clean. You're gonna come over here. As it picks you up and also grabs the, and its other claw grabs the cow you were given by the Isle of Exiles and just swoops off the deck. Over to you, Leo.
Awesome. Am I able to spin this ballista all the way around this second rock?
You can. You can. Just note that if you miss, you would be hitting the ship itself, which is probably fine overall, but the crew would not appreciate it.
I'll fix it. All right, I'm gonna shoot it.
There you go. Yeah, sure. Make me. So this is a +7 to hit, plus your dexterity.
Oof. Okay.
No rolls loaded for me yet. What'd you get? 14.
Subtract 1 plus what? 7.
7. Yeah. +7. Well, +6 overall. Yeah, absolutely. 20 will connect. So please roll me 3d10.
3 d10s. 19.
19 points of damage as a giant bolt graces and glances past, shooting off into the sea beyond it. And anything else in your go? Because that was one action.
Would you allow me a second action?
Are you going to try to attack twice with a ballistae? I will allow this if you canonically establish that there are crew members helping you man this, and if an attack comes towards you, they would also now be in danger. If it's just you on your own, it's going to take. I'll let you load it.
Okay. But then I will load that. I think we have been very cautious of putting civilians in danger.
Civilians is a rough term for people who willingly signed up for the dangers of the voyage, but I'm sure they appreciate your concern for them. Anything, if that's all for your turn, then we can jump over to Calliope, who now has a big bird friend and not the yellow Sesame Street kind.
Oh my god. Y'all, this is this is bad. I feel like now that they're starting to pick us up, like, I don't know how far they can fly, but I bet you it's pretty damn far. So this could get bad very quickly.
Just shout at Thronos to think happy thoughts.
Yeah, that's easy to do. Okay. Bonus action. I am going to look from, like, around this rock at Eliana, and to say, this is gonna be quite the fried rock feast after we're done with this, huh? I'm gonna give her an inspiration. Then I am going to dimension door on top of this other rock over here, just right on the back of this rock.
All right, let me bring you to the front there. Oh, bring you to the. I'll send this one to the back. There you go. Even better. As you.
I'm just gonna hold on tight.
Sure, I'll say for now before it makes any other additional movements. Yep.
Listen, I'm somewhat athletic. I might be able to try. We'll see.
That'd be great.
I have featherfall. It's fine. Everything's fine.
You can literally fly.
I can literally fly, but, like, in case problems happen.
Okay. Okay.
But anyway, yeah. And that is the most I can do.
Okay. In that case, Eliana, enlighten us to your ways of combat.
Well, I can't do what I wanted to do.
Oh.
One of my fun spells is going to be Banish. But I can't make the bird go away because it endangers 2 people.
I mean,
We've got wings.
you could make one of the birds go. Yeah, to be fair, falling off immediately off the side of the Ultros is much easier than them being taken however many feet into the air.
I could do both because I have access to higher level spell slots, but we need to beat them up.
Okay.
So
Which reminds me, I need to load up next combat track because I had a good one.
we're going to cast as a bonus action a holy weapon.
All right.
Nice.
I don't know why I rolled that. Ignore it.
Okay, ignoring all of that.
I go up to this rock and I'm gonna stab it.
Drawing forth your spear, begins to shine with a holy light. Stab away. Looking for a better than 14.
I get to use my inspiration.
All right. You go.
Which is what, a D8?
Because a 13 won't do it. But so yeah, it's a D8, but you can't roll lower than what now? I think, Clippy, do you remember where you're at with your epic verses?
Hold on, I'm gonna look because I think level 10 actually takes it up to a D10. Yes, it is a D10 now.
A D10? Perfect.
Yeah, it should be a minimum of like 5 at this point, I'm pretty sure.
Well, then that makes it an 18 because I roll a 3.
And 18 hits?
Nice.
Huzzah. So we do all that damage.
How much is all that damage?
It's 1d6 plus 4 plus basically 3d8 radiant, 2d8 from the holy weapon, a d8 from being a cleric. In general.
I love light level clerics. It's like, well, based on the position of the moon, I actually get another D8, and because they're a Taurus and I'm an Aries rising, it's another 2d6. How much?
26 damage.
That's a meaty chunk of a hit for one strike.
Yeah.
As you force energy into this already weakened rock.
That is currently all I can do.
Okay, in that case, it's time to hit it full on. Which is exactly what he says.
He just says this.
Alright, I guess, he's
pulling the
gonna,
crossbow around.
Yeah,
the
he's pulling it
there.
around at the this rock over here, I guess.
So I will note, as not a divine hero, he's only a +6
Okay.
with dexterity, etc.
So it's just a d20 plus 6.
D20 +6 plus dexterity, which I assume...
Oh.
Have any?
He should. Hold on.
He
let me go
should.
back
He's using
to
a bow.
It's plus
I'll
2.
raise you. +2, so
+8.
+8 total.
Not bad.
21
let's
absolutely
go.
will hit. 3d10, please.
20 damage.
Another
Let's go.
20 damage is... Ooh. Hit the wrong thing. So that was that. -20. Okay, cool. Yeah, that rock has seen better days. He got already, I think, a quarter of its health off.
Ooh.
And anything else from Folon? Is Folon having the assistance of fellow sailors to reload?
I would hope so.
All right, and then in that case, it can consider it reloaded if Folon has a second attack action.
That's a great question. Let me see.
I just had.
Yeah, he can do 2. Yeah.
There you go.
It was like we've been doing 2 longbow shots, so I'm like, I'm pretty sure. 25.
20. Yeah, absolutely.
For another 22 damage. God damn, full on.
Jeez Louise.
We just
Okay.
need him on this the entire time. He can't like, shoot for shit with a longbow, but he's
Pull the
sitting with
boat
it.
around. I found my calling battle. Oh shit, my battle bro. Wait, hit that one. Hit that one. Speaking of centaurs who are totally down for a party, Nessa's up. Who's in charge of Nessa?
I can roll for her. I brought her sheet up because I've been
Nice. Well, Nessa's got a big honking target who's looking
multi-attack.
bloody. 24 will hit, 9 will not.
Cool. How do I roll?
I
It's
think
gonna
if you
rate
just
it.
click- if you just click attack in the text box.
For 5 whole piercing damage.
Hey, it's more than 0.
It is more than 0.
The hide of the rock is tough, and trying to pierce through it without the additional magical effects is difficult.
She'll go over here so that way Eliana can have flanking. I don't know if that's a thing. I feel like it is, but I can't remember.
I've had a floating variable rule depending on this, but I feel like, surrounding this creature is probably beneficial to hitting it. Bullbug, destroyer of foes.
Bug will give it a try, but he's not optimistic about his use of this particular device.
Oh, stupid cow brain.
No, he's got it.
My eyes are too far away from the center of my head for good depth perception.
So +8 total.
Add 6 to that. 16 to hit.
16 does connect. 3d10.
Rough dice. 22.
There you go. One of the better shots of the day is boom, chunk. And Clype, you almost feel the need to let go of one arm as the thing comes sailing in and piercing into this rock's side.
Bullbug gets 2 attacks.
Does Bulbul get 2 attacks? In that case, if you're willing to have crew at risk, then you absolutely can shoot again.
Sure. Giant boat eating bergs brings out all the boys.
The boys.
The boys.
Get out here, boys.
Plus 6. Because you said +8 total.
Mm-hmm.
So that is
So-
17 to hit.
17 absolutely
Math.
will still connect. Putting some damage in on Birdie. 11 damage is still more than 0.
That's true. But not much more.
Now it is Steros the Jenkin's turn. Is he also going to be at the helm of a mighty ballistai?
Yeah. He'll do the thing and point the thing at the thing.
I'd ask for specifics, but I really feel like that was an appropriate summation of the issue. So,
You
please
said it
again.
was dexterity, right?
It's dexterity plus 6. So plus 6 is only going to be a 14.
Yeah.
So he's spinning that around and trying to fire it. The 10 fingers on each hand make aiming a little bit difficult when he tries to fit one of them into the trigger. The holes aren't made for him. But, you know.
That's what she said. Yeah. I don't know if Steros the Drinkin is one for friends. So I don't know that he would necessarily have people there aiding him in his quest to make his hands fit in the hole.
If anything, if I might colorize your characterization of your companion a bit more, he'd probably see the failure of that device and then just go and start beating with his eye blasts. Because those are also pretty fucking sick. Anyway, Borghild.
I forgot that I have advantage on them, so I'm going to do better this time. So first I'll go, and then I'll deal with Sweet Baby in just a second. Okay, so 24 for the first one.
Will connect, and which one are you hitting?
A natural 20! The one that's carrying my friends.
Okay.
Because they are very close. But I would like to say that I'm like trying to aim for the wings. So that way bird goes down instead of goes up.
Sure. That's way too far for your jumping around discus.
What?
Oh, sorry. I thought you were measuring. I don't have the colors, but I think it was
no, that was not me.
Okay. Anyway, so 24 will hit, a 31 will hit, and then.
So 13 damage plus.
And just a reminder, this is not the one you Andres marked.
Correct.
Yes.
Yeah. So now I can still keep my brain on that one that I've hunters marked.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm also gonna let out an Amazonian battle cry to give me resistance to things. That's my bonus action. And then I'm gonna go a little further back here and just crouch down. And Alden is going to be.
Sorry, before you get Alden, how much damage total did you do with all two of your hits?
Yeah, it's only 2 hits, so it's 13 damage for the first one.
Okay.
Oh, and then I did it, and then it was 11. I can't remember how damage works for critical hits. Is it just what D&D Beyond says?
Well, yeah, you should roll the damage. You roll the damage in additional time and add it in.
Hang on.
However many dice you roll for damage, that gets multiplied twice.
Okay, so it'll be 2d6 plus 7. 16. I'm a grandmother.
Perfect. Yeah, watching them, they collide and bounce back to you, and you get behind the cages. And then Alden does a thing.
Yeah. I have Nesta's thing up, and then I gotta get Alden's thing back up. Alden's gonna try to talon attack the eyeballs of this guy in an attempt to blind him.
You have to say the line.
Rawr. What's the line?
Never mind then.
Okay.
Keep going.
Daddy, I'm dumb. Okay.
No, it's not you being dumb. It's just uncultured. You'll get there in Baldur's Gate 3.
I've played through Baldur's Gate 3 8 times, and I still don't know what you're talking about.
And 7 will not connect, unfortunately.
Yeah, okay. Well, he's just gonna remain there, causing a distraction. He's a little boy. Actually, he'll go to the butt side.
Okay.
Don't look at me! I'm over here.
Mm-hmm. In that case, Thanos, you're up. You're grappled. You're restrained. You're in the clutches. It's Looking dire.
So I assume in the clutches of this rock, I can draw a straight line between the rocks.
You're kind of under one, but if you were to like kind of point with your one hand such in a way that you could like shoot right in front of yourself, then absolutely yes.
Okay. I'm good for it then.
I feel like I know what you're gonna do, and I'm here for it.
I'm actually going to be wrestling with my staff of thunder and lightning. And I'm going to put the staff like against the rock's leg on the exact opposite side of the other rock. And then once I have that lined up so it'll hit them both, I'll... Oh wait, crap, no. I won't do that yet. I'm getting ahead of myself. First, I'm going to quicken a spell on the rock that I'm attached to.
Yes.
To mind sliver it. So I need an intelligence save from this.
You know they're dumb.
I
got a 0.
That's excellent. Take 11 psychic damage.
Should be illegal.
That was a quickened cantrip.
Yep.
And then as my action, I will use the Staff of Thunder and Lightning to send out a 120-foot long lightning bolt, which will get them both. And the reason I did that is a dexterity saving throw, of which I am certain they are much better at. So
I'll give them disadvantage if you remember who you got this from, because it just popped in my head that I really want to say it. Their name.
Yeah.
what?
Do you remember where you got the Staff of Thunder and Lightning from?
God, I know her name.
Yeah, King Gizzard, the Lizard Wizard.
And the voice, you have to do it.
Hail, Jengar! Anyway. It's fine. I'll make a dex save for your T-Rex.
No, Queen Fighter. I love that we still talk about this.
14 and 5.
Both failed. They don't even have to have the negative 1d4.
Nope, I figured.
So that is 9d6 lightning damage. That's 30 lightning damage apiece.
Ooh, zappy zap fried chicken. Yeah, one of them is very well and truly bloody. The other one is very nearly there. Still holding on, of course, as tight as it can. The electricity coursing through it, but doing its best. If anyone would like to make me a nature or arcana check, I can inform you about their behavior a bit more if you're interested.
Sure.
In the meantime, Tefera, if you want to get ready for your actions. Ooh, these are some good rolls coming in from Board Guild and Fly.
Like a 16?
+0, baby!
Hey, doing it
I know
raw.
nothing about nature.
Board Guild, you obviously have put a great deal of work into learning more about rocks, and Clyde, you've heard stories. They're normally like globe-spanning predators. They don't hover in an area. Now, whether this is because of the fog wall, the defenses of Kentamane that keep them entrapped, or perhaps something else. Because there's only one other type of behavior that would cause a rock to remain fairly more local. And I'll give this to Borghild. It involves, if there's 2 of them, they might be mated. And they might have something they're protecting. And it's not a pair of
Let's go
sisters.
get some more eggs, bitches!
Yeah! More babies, more babies.
More babies.
Anyway, Tefera, it is your turn. What would you like to do?
Yeah, Tefera doesn't know any of this, so gonna start blasting. So she'll do 2 Eldritch Blast attacks at this guy right here. It's this one. This one that's
The one's
right
close.
there.
Yeah, nice. Oh, hey, we have the same color. Cool, roll 20 color. 12 will not connect, but an 18 will.
Sure. And then, hang on. There's a thing for this
There's
now that I have to
thing.
read. Yeah, because I changed things and now there's extra things.
Oh,
Oh no. Okay, this doesn't count to this thing now. Okay. So that's all. I wasn't sure if there's extra radiant damage, and that's not what I just did.
Okay. If there's nothing else from you, would you like to move around the boat, or?
Negative, but I would like to bonus action. I'm going to shout to Threnos. Hey, it's okay, bud. You'll feel okay. And she's gonna use the 4d6 max dice pool for healing. So you get four hit points.
You only rolled 1d6.
Oh, that's 1d6. Oh, okay. No, just kidding.
You rolled
I thought I was going to do
4
all of
what?
them.
No, just rolled 1
No.
4.
Just kidding.
So 9 healing
9.
roll.
You get to your temporary hit point.
All
That's
right.
I think those temporary hit points went with the wind of the
Yes,
rock's
they
wings. But getting them back a little bit.
No longer bloodied.
Hey! So, speaking of your pain, it is the rock's turn again.
Let go, or I will shock you a second time.
It's gonna peck at you for that.
No.
18 to hit,
Yeah. Oh, hit me's
Or-
not gonna be hard.
22 piercing.
Sure. I'm bloodied
They do
again.
it. Oh god.
So best way to do this is to just kind of grab here, and I'm just gonna have y'all over here. The movement has been, tell you what, let me put this in red and big font. We're just gonna say, Pythagorean theorem. 80 feet up, 50 away.
Oh god. I'm glad I got up here. I had like almost nothing.
The other rock is in much more dire straits, and so is going to peck at Eliana for a 22 to hit.
Fuck off.
Does a 22 connect?
Yeah, it does, Turk.
I have to ask, because y'all have armor over here on the other side of the boat. I'm not dealing with the squishies who thought there
My
was one rock.
AC is 13.
That's 26 piercing damage to you, Eliana. And then it's going to throw a Talon at Nessa for a 30 to hit.
Yeah.
That's going to be 24 slashing damage.
Oh my god, she's a baby! Where am I
Well-
keeping... How do I keep track of this?
You should just click on her token, and I can honestly
Oh,
do
here
it.
we go. 23?
24.
24? Stop it! Daddy, stop.
And he's going to try and move. So, Eliana, if you want to take a opportunity attack, as well as your dragon baby.
Nessa, are you taking her with you?
Yeah.
Ah!
She can't swim. Probably.
God bless.
Fear.
23 will hit. Looking at 7 points of damage? Or how much are we looking at?
7 points of damage.
All right. Stabbing it as it tries to get away. You have to pull your spear back with effort as you realize your centaur companion is no longer with you. But that brings us over to Leo.
Awesome. Okay, I am. Because I was gonna maybe pursue, but am I still in range for the ballista?
Yeah, the ballistae have an effective range of 480 feet.
480. Okay, cool. All right. I am going to attack.
20 will connect.
Yay. And 3d10. For 10 damage.
Yeah, for 10 damage. Boop. Okay, another plank, and it connects and scratches through. These rocks are tough, but it's definitely faltering. Now, you don't have any other crew with you.
I don't.
But, you could always try and command them to go and assist you as well. But it'd be putting crew at risk.
Yeah, exactly. I'd rather take it on myself. So yeah, I'll just reload the ballista for now.
Okay. Calliope, you're on the back of a rock. It's 80 feet up in the air and 50 feet away from the boat. Or 50 feet away from the border of the boat, which is also some distance.
Which is a time.
Yeah.
Wild adventures, we love it. Yeah, no, see that I just pegged a Threnos again, and it's gonna be like, stop it! All I'm saying is, like, the previous spells have worked as well as they have. She's just gonna cast Relative Psychic Lance at it, so I need an intelligence save.
They're dumb! It's illegal!
That's the point!
8!
Alright.
The only save these monsters are bad at, and I should have seen it coming. But also, it's
really
not really in my power about who's inhabiting the area of the rock. They kind of spelled that one out for me.
Yeah, that's gonna be full damage.
But if you show up to the area of the rock and there's another dragon, I think you'd be angry at me. Ooh, I subverted expectations.
28 psychic damage and incapacitated until my next turn.
I'm sorry. Okay, I need to...
Yeah, it's a save or suck spell, so whenever it works...
Get down here!
Can't take actions or reactions, so... That kind of... caused it to freeze up, you'd say? Because I think that sounds like a falling bird.
Up to you.
Yeah, that this thing's dropping like a rock.
Oh no!
Actions and reactions, and then it could technically move if it wanted to.
Absolutely, yes, its grip will loosen. Yeah, so. Calliope, if you're holding on, you're going down with the free fall. Otherwise, the bird is going to have its following turn to collide or potentially recover. We'll see, but otherwise, the two of you are released.
Okay.
Are you staying with it or letting go?
What is Threnos doing?
I am shredded and bloody, and as soon as I can get some air under my wings, I'm jetting to the boat.
Okay, then I'm going to do the same thing.
All right. Eliana, you're up.
Yeah. So question.
Yeah.
This is 80 feet off screen, correct?
Yeah. Well, let me... How far was this? I have to correct that. It's actually only 55.
That's still way too far.
Yeah, the 120 flight speed is pretty rough.
Oh, God. Yeah. I was like, I figured it could go pretty far, but jeez,
that's basically 100 feet away. I don't have 100-foot distance stuff.
Well, if it drops Nessa, it might come back to get you. That's if it drops.
Yeah, that's my current issue, is that I don't have an answer for either of these birds, other than one possible thing. I which is this bad boy. I can hope for a really bad roll.
You going for divine intervention?
Yes.
It's my only current chance.
I'll give you some power here.
Yes.
Roll a D. I have to roll lower than an 11 on a D10.
Uh-huh.
Go for it. Come on.
Oh wait, no, sorry, it's a D100. Jesus Christ. Not,
Okay.
God, yeah, I was like,
no.
I almost screamed.
frick.
Nope,
Well, I'm
it's a
taking this
41.
music away.
I'm taking your music away. It's punishment.
No.
You go and try to channel divine intervention on your behalf, but unfortunately cannot make a connection despite.
Two of them right here.
Which is weird, isn't it? You'd think that would boost your chances. Perhaps that's something to think about. Anyway. Anything else for you, Eliana?
No, I can't do anything else.
I'm so sorry. But I do have to move the turn over to Folon.
We rootin', we tootin', and by God, we shootin'. Let's do this again.
Alright, 2 shots. You know the drill.
20
20 will connect.
for 20 damage.
Hey, convenient. Still flying.
God. Okay. One more shot. Come on, man. 21.
21 will hit.
Oh, for 10 more damage.
Okay, that one's more of a glancing hit than a proper one in
Yeah.
full, but it's still going.
God.
Nessa is restrained and grappled. Basically, she'll have disadvantage on all her attack rolls, but can try to break free as she's still over the water. If you'd like to make an athletics check.
Okay. Some prayers? 15?
No, unfortunately, won't do it. That's going to have to be a full action attempt to escape as well.
Ah! She just screams the rest of the time.
Bulbug.
Bullbug sees one rock plummeting to the water, assumes it's dead, and takes a shot at the other one.
All right.
Go, Bullbug! +6, 25 to hit
Yeah.
for 21 damage.
Okay. Getting
Another
real
one,
weak.
just like the other one. How about a natural one?
Bulbug, as they're loading it, sees this thing weak and attempts to pull the firing mechanism before it fires, and watches the bolt improperly loaded kind of get basically everyone's helping pull it back in. Everyone on the ship who's pulling the crew, and just gets flung to the ground, and they're unable to load correctly.
Oh, sorry.
He starts hitting his head. Dumb cow brain, come on! Steros, the Jenken.
Steros is going to not care about this machine anymore and make his way to roughly 30 feet here. And as the bird drops from, he's gonna start blasting with it. Singular.
Sure. Just to make sure, what's the range on that?
It says 120 feet. But it's falling down, correct?
Yes. The issue there... Actually, no. Perfect time. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Because it's 70 feet thin plus 50 is, 120. Wow, that's math. Good job.
That's math.
Natural 20 and a 19 will both connect. 26 points of damage on the first one.
Oh. That's
And
fine.
then, what if I did this for... Yeah, just make sure you click the second Eye of Blasting.
There you go.
An additional 5. One hitting square in the eye of this thing, the other one glancing off, but both striking home. Anything else from Steros? Our Jenkan friend, who's totally not going to kill you, even though he's muttering about this, earning him some great rapport.
No. He's good. He's a very happy man.
Alright. Borghild.
Most excellent. Alden, keep trying to rend the eyes. She's gonna go over here and she's gonna just claw his eyes a bit.
Reminder, that is wherever Alden was, the edge of the map, plus additional 50 feet.
Alden can move 100 feet because he's sweet baby.
That's fair.
They're sweet baby.
All right.
They're sweet baby. They have all genders.
Yeah.
Mainly because I can't remember what gender I give.
Alden's just a sweet baby. Rub it out.
Oh, sweet baby! Rend its eyes! Nope. Okay.
11, they can't quite get those eyes.
Scary! I'll stay within range, but I'm still there. And then Borghild's gonna run up. Coming into here. And she's gonna attack this one. Guy.
Alright, so...
As long as they're within 80,
they're beyond 80. 55 feet away from the 45 feet.
and it would be regular, because I can throw up to 120.
Yeah, with your advantage against them.
Yeah.
That... Oh my gosh, that's going to be impressive. With 30 will absolutely connect, and 27 as well. Roll me some damage, because this could be... this could be incredible.
Bring her back right now!
Also a reminder, you do have Hunter's Mark against this one maintained.
That's right! I have Hunter's Mark. I know how to play a ranger. Oh, fuck you. Fuck you, fuzzy pink dice. That was a
8 and 16. 16 plus 12 is 28 points of damage.
Yeah.
Or you watch as Nessa is going further and further into the distance and take both discus in one hand and get a running start and fling them, and watch as it holds close to the water, looks like it's going to fall, and then skips and hits up, and you watch as it doesn't just boom, collide and start pinging its way back to you. But you watch as this, you hear a sharp from the bird as it drops to the waves.
Eliana? Get Nessa! Oh god!
Nessa's, some feet away from the Ultros.
Yeah, and she's also, like, kind of bloodied, so she needs healing and help. And Eliana is able to heal and help sometimes.
To take 60 points of damage from the fall.
No!
It's fine.
I don't know if she can swim! Okay, I end my turn in panic mode.
Okay. Danos, you're in free fall. With a rock below you. It's looking rough for the rock. Not also for you, but also for the rock.
Well, I will grab the rock back. So you want a hug, do you? I will try and shocking grasp the rock.
All right.
Can I have advantage? Oh wait, it's incapacitated. I get it anyway.
Incapacitated means it can't take actions or reactions. It doesn't indicate any kind of. It's not like paralyzed. Is the probably the one you're thinking of?
Well, I'll roll a 24 then.
A 24 will absolutely still connect.
Or 14 lightning damage.
Absolutely. You watch this chicken fry a little bit extra.
Let's see. Fine, I will quicken another spell. I must.
I think you must.
Then I'm going to, as this thing is tumbling and falling, I'm going to point down between the bird and the water and release a lightning bolt.
Okay.
Dexterity save, please.
It got a 6.
That is insufficient. 30
That's
lightning damage
mighty-
as a beam of light seems to leap up from the water and connect with the rock.
Absolutely. This rock is looking weak.
Oh my god, why are you dead?
It's a tough motherfucker. But it's now Tefira's turn.
Okay, she's gonna try to 15, 30. She's gonna get a little bit closer. And she'll cast a good old guiding bolt.
Bruh.
So 12 to hit. Yeah.
Do you have
Those
any
tracks for the
advantage or...
Never.
An inspiration left
Teferi is
over.
so good at this game.
No, not even remotely. This is why, yeah. Anyway, and she'll say, "Well, then fuck off, Dwayne," and that's all. That's all she's yelled at. her.
Alright. Leo, you're up.
Okay. I guess we need to train Defer more. All right. Okay, so this other one is gone then.
Yeah, it hit the waves with force and is seemingly sinking to the depths. Only companion, an increasingly large blood pool.
Oof.
You are going to suffer a similar catastrophic failure. Going to need to clear that.
All right. Cool. I'll spend my second action doing that.
Alright, it won't be loaded, but it will be
Yep. Next
somewhat
time I'll have
clear.
to load and enter.
Alright, in that case, Calliope, also similarly in freefall. What you got there?
Yeah, man, I don't want to burn through all of my spell slots, so I think the next. No, I'm not gonna do that. I don't know what lies ahead, so I'm gonna be wiser.
Fury of the Rock.
I don't know, there might be something useful that I can do utility-wise because I'm a bard, and it's gonna be very silly if I do a bunch of attack and then can't do that part. So, yeah, no.
What do I know? I just wrote the whole... Anyway.
What, are you spoiling it? Anyway, I
just like
yeah.
the damage.
I'm gonna go ahead and drop a shatter on it at 3rd level. So
Alright.
that's a con save.
7. It has got +5 to these. It should be good.
So sad.
Yeah, well,
I
you're telling
actually
me.
hate that for you. Alright, so it's 48.
Turns so well into hits.
22 damage.
Oh boy, okay. It's looking really rough.
Okay.
It's barely holding on. Anything else from you?
No, that's it.
Eliana. Oh, I just realized you're thunder and lightning. That's cute. Shatter.
I think you're passing up the Rock's turn because they were before me.
Oh, sorry. The other one was first. Yes. Thank you for reminding.
Would you ask about the homework, Tony?
I mean, isn't this the one that was incapacitated until my turn anyway?
It is.
Oh, yeah,
you
tell me.
just
So it could
went.
move. It could move if it wanted, but it couldn't take an action or reaction.
Technically, it should go after Leo, I think. Who's also at a 10.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, they went first before me.
So, yeah. I
That's
think
why
I
got
completely
confused.
messed this up, but we'll say it fell, and making a deck save of 20, I'll allow it to hit the deck, get a wing flap in, and is attempting to fly back up. So as it flies up towards the two of you, you're each going to get one. Who would like a beak and who would like a claw?
Wait, like I don't. Hold on. Let me read.
So sorry. Okay,
Because like I'm
incapacitated at the
confused
end
here
of your
because it went
turn.
before I did. So yeah, it's my turn.
Oh,
That
okay.
is incapacitated.
Okay, in that case, it will fall and catch itself. That's it.
Exactly. Yeah.
All right.
I was like, wait a minute.
Then I must insist it be Eliana's turn now. Aside from all of your insistence that I attack you with a rock, which you know,
Eliana.
gosh, if you could only just go.
I mean, I can't do anything anyway. It's too far away. My stuff doesn't reach it, so...
You could go run and perhaps assist with a ballistae. You as an assisting crew would allow Leo perhaps 2 shots. Double move and ready to assist.
I can't ready because that would take an action, which would I have to dash.
I'd say you being nearby and willing to assist would still help.
That's
All right. Full on.
Yep. Let's see. There we go. Shooting.
Shooting the last remaining rock. Go for it, full on.
20.
20 will connect. How much damage?
24 damage.
This thing catches itself on the waves, and then you hear a solitary as a whistle of a large bolt sails through the air and just collides with this thing straight from eye to eye as it briefly tries to flap up before crashing into the waves below you. Both rocks defeated, though certain members of your crew far from the ship, some in the air, some below the sea. How do I feel like we've done this before? But Galra is late as well, which is why that is where we're going to call an end to this episode of Odyssey the Dragonlords here on Neon Lights Roleplay. So, first off, thank you all so much for joining us thus far. It's been incredible, but I must insist on turning it over to the incredible people here who are your fellow storytellers for the evening. Because I would ask, starting, of course, with the kicker off of things, Karma Crash, tell the people who you are, who you're playing tonight, and where they can find more of the exceptional work you put out into the world. And worry not about me, because I'll be right back.
Okay, cool. Yeah, hey, I'm Comrade Crash. You can find me on Blue Sky and Instagram, I guess, and then here every other week. Let's pass it on to Chrissy.
Hello, I'm Chrissy. You can find me all over the internet at Crits. Where else can you find me? Every other rotating Thursday over on Crits and Giggles, where we play a game with more dragons in it. Super cool dragons, but we're at endgame. We're like level 19 now.
Mm-hmm.
So, we're about to fight a lot of people. Mostly Tiamat. Next. Heck, what else are you in?
Yeah, hey everybody, it's me, Sir Heckalot. You know, I'm here. I'm on your screen. I was here with Calliope. Yeah, like Chrissy mentioned, I'm over on Crits and Giggles every other Thursday with Journey of Dragons. It's a great time. And then the second Sunday of each month, you can find me on Singularity Roleplay playing in the City of Mist campaign. It's also a really goofy time, despite it being like a serious mystery solving campaign. I don't know how Alan deals with us, but it's great. And then just generally find me all over the internet at Sir Heckalot, including Twitch, Itch, Blue Sky, etc., etc. Just find me. That's the best place to figure out when I'm live for things, and where I'm gonna be in the TTRPG space next. But yeah, that's me. On over to HP.
I am the last hit point hero. Tonight I played Thyrnos, the Siren Sorcerer, who walks the path of the Demi-Titan. And to be involved in the stuff I am, you have to live close to me at this point. I'm doing a Learn to Paint Kobolds on March 8th. I have a Learn to Play D&D on March 1st, another one on the 22nd. All sorts of stuff going on, but it's all local. So, find yourself in northeastern Indiana, give me a ring. That's it. On
Wait,
to...
HP.
What?
What's the name of the place we can find you at?
You can find me at the Game Attic. TheGameAttic. So join the newsletter if you want to know what I'm doing, and if you're far away, what you won't be able to come do. It's not FOMO, it's... I don't know what
Marketing?
you call it. Well, yeah. But if you want to follow, I am on Instagram. You can find me. I am going through the entire creation process of the Game Attic. So I turned green foam into fake rocks and changed a room that had boring cream-colored walls into a tavern with boring cream-colored walls, but with wood trim. So yeah, if you want to follow what's going on there, you can hit me in those general places and areas. That's it for me.
I'm Tony, played Eliana. Much like HP, I have just local stuff going on. Otherwise, catch you in 2 weeks.
Hey, Corndog McGraw. Chrissy and Heck have already talked about where I'll be. So, over to you, Turk.
All right, hey everybody, I am Turk or Turk Accented. If you've seen into the deep dark pit of my soul, get out of there. Get, go on, get. Anyway, I have had the honor and privilege of being your GM for the evening and helping to make this awesome episode. I hope you've enjoyed. Thank you all so much for those who enjoyed. Shout out, of course, to Diesel Shot, who gave us a friendly old raid. If you want to stick around, we'll be sending that love right on through to someone else on the internet. So be sure to check that out. Beyond that, you can find me here, where I also run a Lancer campaign called Fading Chronicle. It's a sequel to a really cool campaign. A little Pushers note, I know technically season 1 was 20 episodes, and I was thinking, oh, perfect, end of season 2, quote unquote, could be 20 episodes as well. I think we'll call it 21 episodes. You can see the finale of season 2 next time, where we find out what's on the Eyrie of the Rock itself. I'm really excited. I hope you're really excited. I hope you join us in 2 weeks' time for more good stuff. But in the meantime, thank you all so much for joining. Stick around, because we're going to send you somewhere really cool. And remember, you can't lose what you haven't confirmed to have lost. And even the gods, bound by oaths and prophecy. You're all stronger than you know, and I want you to prove it to yourselves in the next 2 weeks' time. I expect full reports. But anyway, see you around then. Michelle, take us out.